calling 2022 CR10. Oh, she doesn't have to be unless she wants to sit. Court is calling 2022 CR10642, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Hank Wilkins for the state.
Defense?
Eric Baker for Mr. Sanchez, Your Honor.
And are you Mr. Sanchez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The reason we are here is the defense alleges and your client alleges that there was a video in a holding cell of your client, and it is potentially Brady
Yes, Your
with regards to this case. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor. Yes.
All right. State, are you prepared to proceed?
We are, Your Honor.
Defense, are you prepared?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. State, do you have any witnesses?
Well, it's really, I guess more of a defense witness.
Yes, I wouldn't mind taking the lead of the state's opinion.
All right. Who would you call?
We would call Deputy Chief Pruitt of the Alamo Heights Police Department.
All right. Deputy Chief, if you could raise your right hand for me. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
All right, you can lower your hand. Just make sure you keep your voice up for the court reporter. If you could state your name for the record, please.
Cindy Pruitt.
All right, defense.
Thank you, Your Honor. Deputy Chief Pruitt, thank you for coming in today. So, Deputy Chief, the video that the court was talking about, you're aware of what video that we're talking about, correct? That we're looking for?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, before we get into that, I just want to ask you, when we initially asked for this video, we got word back from your department that there are no videos taken in that area of the department. Were you the one that conveyed that information to Mr. Wilkins?
No, I'm not sure what you mean. There are no videos taken.
So the first request to your office from Mr. Wilkins requested the video that we're talking about today. And my understanding is that your understanding that your office replied back that there was no videotape in existence. In fact, there was no videotape equipment to videotape at all. Was that your response from the office?
No, that wasn't my response. And in fact, I didn't respond to that. I'm not sure. Do you have the response you're questioning about?
The state has your email, but I'll move on. I wanted to know if you're aware of that.
All right, and counsel, so that the record can be clear. When you speak of video, what video are you talking about?
The video of Mr. Sanchez upon his arrest when he was in the holding cell or near the holding cell in Alamo Police Department. You aware of that video?
I'm aware that video doesn't exist because it was purged from the system. Yes.
Okay. And one of the main question, this isn't our first time here, maybe your first time here, ma'am, is the court had a question, and I think I did too, as to when that video was destroyed. Do you have personal knowledge as to what day it was destroyed?
No, we attempted to recover the video, but we don't have any way to determine when it was destroyed because it's a surveillance system that is on a loop. And as new video comes in, because it runs 24 hours a day, it's a very small server, the older video purges off and it just is replaced by the new videos.
You can't testify today as to when that video was purged, correct?
No, sir, I cannot. I can testify to the fact
That's
that.
just a yes or no question, ma'am.
No, sir.
Ma'am, I just talked to you in the back, correct?
Yes.
We asked you, is there anybody who can make that determination or tell the court? We spoke about someone named Marcos, correct?
That is correct.
And when I asked you, and you sent an email to Mr. Wilkins yesterday or 2 days ago, yesterday and Wednesday, that he would not.
Counsel, if you could slow down.
Certainly, that he would not be in attendance today. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And when I asked you why back in the back, you said somebody made the decision that if he wasn't under subpoena, they weren't going to send him. Is that correct?
His leadership for his company made that decision, yes.
So he's really the witness we need to talk to today, not yourself, correct?
Well, there is his supervisor is available today by phone.
Can you come in?
I just found this out right before I came in here. They said they would make him available by phone.
Does he have knowledge of what we're looking for in the background so that we don't have to start over with him?
Yes, he has knowledge. Yes.
Okay. When could he come in physically?
Oh, that I don't know. I didn't ask him.
Is he available to appear by Zoom?
I believe he could. He's with an IT company that is our vendor.
All right, counsel, would you have any objections to him appearing by Zoom?
I would not, Judge. I just want to make sure that I know that Marcos has information. I'm just curious as to why we can't produce Marcos. His supervisor is going to be a level up, and Marcos has hands-on.
Well, is Marcos available to appear by Zoom, or does he want to?
When I spoke with his supervisor just a moment ago, Your Honor, he was directly involved with the process with Marcos. And he is a higher level IT technician than Marcos even is.
All right, so the defense wants Marcos here. Is that correct?
I think Marcos and his supervisor, Judge, just based on the history of this case, Your Honor. I mean,
All right, so I like to cut through the chase. Is Marcos and his supervisor available today by Zoom?
I would have to ask, Your Honor. I asked if they could be available by phone, and he gave me his phone number and said that he was. I didn't ask about Zoom.
All right, does anyone mind us taking a short break so she can see if they're available by Zoom?
not at all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're back on the record in 2022 CR 10642, State of Texas versus Jose Sanchez. All right. And Deputy Chief, what are the results of your inquiry?
Their HR department is denying them showing up on Zoom. And they said that because they were asked to do a task, they completed the task and they recorded all of the information on the ticket, which was then emailed. That's the only involvement that they have.
All right. Well, if you will let them know, they can appear by Zoom or they can be subpoenaed, which means,
I should advise them of that, Your Honor.
all right.
Do you have any objection to me submitting this to the court? This is
Actually, I was going to, no, not at all. In fact, I was going to submit that, Judge. There's an email chain that I think is going to be.
All right. Do you all want to remark it? And then I'll accept it.
Do you want to make it your exhibit or?
Joint exhibit.
I said, if they mark it and offer it into evidence, I'll accept it. If there is no objection.
No, Your Honor. In fact, I was going to offer that.
All right. If you could do it as Defense Exhibit 1. Thank you for trying. I know it's not your fault.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, defense would offer Defense Exhibit 1. The state actually just provided to me. It's an email chain from August 14th through the present. Correct?
August, it might be, I'm sorry, can I see it for a moment?
Sure. Well, yesterday, I guess the present was probably.
So it should, the earliest communication in this chain is going to be August 7th.
Okay.
Okay.
And is that, yes. And so we would offer that, Judge.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right. Defense Exhibit number 1 is admitted. Is there any other questions for the Deputy Chief?
No, Your Honor, but if we could stay after she's excused, just so I can
Yes.
address the board on this.
I have just a couple of questions.
Yes.
So, Deputy Chief, when you were speaking to the IT folks,
All right. Just 1 second. Excuse me. If you all are behind the court reporter, if you all could move your conversation and move the inmates this way, that way it's not behind her. All right. You may continue.
did they tell you how far back that those videos are saved on the server from that particular camera?
They said when they started looking after our request to see if they could locate the videos only existed back to March 12th, 2023.
2023, okay. And the date of offense is in 2022.
That's correct.
Okay. And so have you made a diligent search for these videos once you were notified by us by the Bexar County DA's office that we were looking for any additional videos?
Yes, sir, we did. We like I said, we reached out to our IT provider and requested their assistance in trying to recover any purged videos.
Okay. And so I've spoken to Ginger Leal, one of y'all's employees about, and she.
Oh, Hank, could you speak up?
Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry, Diana. When I spoke to Miss Leal, she looped you into that email chain. And so some of your emails and some of your efforts are reflected in that email chain, right?
That's correct.
And so could you just tell the judge kind of briefly what you did once we were looking for the videos?
I reached out to Barcom. I submitted a ticket, which is how we request assistance, and asked them to see if they could look through the Exact Vision server and find any video that may have been purged and see if it was recoverable on the date in question.
Okay. And could you describe how that server works just briefly to the judge? It's sort of, it's running, is that camera running 12 hours a day, 24 hours a day?
24 hours a day. That server, it operates not only the holding cell camera, but the camera inside the patrol room, the cameras in City Hall, and our parking lot and public works yard. So the server runs 24 hours a day. And so as new information comes in, or new video comes in, old video falls off.
And so it's your testimony that this thing is running. As it fills up, the old videos are removed to make room for the new videos.
They are purged from the system to make room. Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you think it's important the judge to know?
No, sorry.
Is there anything else that I forgot to ask you that you feel like it's important for the judge to know?
No, sir.
I pass the witness, Judge.
Deputy Chief Pruitt, the description of how the server works that you just gave to the state, is that from your personal knowledge?
Yes.
Okay, so what training, background, experience do you have in technology or servers? And
I don't.
Okay, so how did you ascertain personally how that server works?
That's how it was explained to us when it was installed
So,
in 2014.
okay, so that was my question. Your testimony you just gave is based on what somebody told you, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And who was that told you that?
It was 2014. I don't recall.
Okay. Now, are you aware, and maybe I asked you this before, that the prosecutor, Mr. Wilkins here, upon his first request for video of the holding cell area, the response from your department was, there is no camera there. Are you aware of that?
No, sir. Where was that response, if I may ask?
Okay, well, I'm part of the state. I just wanted to know if you were. I just wanted to know if you were aware of that.
All right, everyone, please keep your voice up because everyone starts with their voice this level and then you trail down and lower your voice, and it makes it difficult for the court reporter to hear and for me to hear.
Certainly. I feel like I'm yelling in her ear.
No, you're not yelling.
Okay. So, so that wasn't true. If somebody told the state from your office that there was no video recording equipment in that area, no videos taken, that would not be the truth, correct?
That would be correct. There are videos that the cell and the patrol room are video recorded.
Okay. And why is it that you record videos there?
Primarily, it's an observation. Our dispatchers monitor the cameras, just like they monitor the City Hall cameras and the parking lot cameras in case there is a problem with a prisoner.
And those videos are saved, at least still accessible for some period of time.
That's correct.
And do sometimes defendants make confessions on those videos that you can then send to the prosecutor?
Our confessions are recorded on our body worn cameras.
Okay. If have someone in a holding cell, and they confess there, it would also be captured on the video above the holding cell, correct?
I suppose it would be. The microphone is not a very good one.
In fact, that brings me to my next question. Is the device that takes the audio down the same device that records the video?
I do not know.
Okay, because there is still in existence audio from the day of Mr. Sanchez's arrest, just not the video, correct?
To my understanding that some audio files were recovered, but they are almost incomprehensible. You can't understand what is being said.
I would agree. I've tried and can't hear anything. So that's so you don't know if there's two separate recordings.
No, sir, I do not.
Okay, so we would probably be better off asking those people that we've spoken about today. Correct.
Big State Electrical, from my understanding, Big State Electrical is the one that installed the exact vision.
Okay.
And that is part of Barcom's contention, is that they are not the subject matter experts on the exact vision.
Electrical companies install servers, but they don't understand how servers work, correct?
Not any more than I do, probably.
Right, okay. At this time, Judge, I don't have any further questions.
All right, any further questions?
No questions, Judge.
All right, I have a couple of questions. And counsel, I believe you'll be able to answer when the video was requested.
The video was first requested. Let me put this file down. I've got a bunch of
Sure.
stuff.
I have June 22nd.
That sounds about right.
What date?
June 22nd.
And is that June 22nd of 2023?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And that's what I have on the docket sheet. Now, when was it purged? Do we know the date or not?
That's what the court was trying to find out. For some reason, we can't seem to get to the bottom of that. It's a very simple question.
And will the persons who are going to be subpoenaed, would they know when the video was purged?
No, ma'am, I've asked that question repeatedly, and they say there is absolutely no way to determine that because of the way it operates.
Okay.
My understanding, Judge, is when you first requested the video, they couldn't get anything before March 12th of 2023 off the server.
That's correct.
So it's not as if I don't think there was any on purpose erasing or keeping over or anything. I believe my understanding of the way the server works is it's kind of running all the time, 24 hours a day.
And I don't mean to be.
So we'll need to have that witness come in to testify to that. So the video records that we are seeking, and I say we, but that defense wants, is that the videos for prisoner cell 1 and 2?
Yes, Your Honor. Holding cell. Yeah, I guess it's like a cage.
It's a holding cell.
Okay.
All right, holding cell 1 and 2. And you're stating that the video from holding cell 1 and 2 has been purged.
That's correct.
The audio, is there audio in holding cells 1 and 2?
My understanding that they're, you mean all the time?
Yes.
All the time, yes.
All right. The audio from holding cell 1 and 2, do you still have that or was that purged?
It's my understanding they recovered some and it was given over to the court.
All right. And when you say recovered some, is it recovered some of Mr. Jose Sanchez?
It's hard to tell.
Interaction?
It's audio only, not video. And the audio, from what I understand, is you can't understand what's being said.
All right. No, I understand that. But the audio is it the audio that would have been playing or recording when Mr. Sanchez was in holding cells 1 and 2?
Was recovered. The audio that was recovered was during the time frame that we requested.
Okay. So the only thing that has been purged is not the audio, it's the video for holding cell 1 and 2.
From my understanding, it was all purged, but they were able to recover audio only.
Okay. No. I'm off the audio now. I'm back to video.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. So my understanding is, and I just want the record to be clear, the video from holding cells 1 and 2, when Mr. Sanchez was there, has been purged, destroyed, cannot be recovered.
That's correct, ma'am.
All right. And other than the video and holding cell 1 and 2, counsel, is there any other video that may have what you're looking for?
Your Honor, I was informed through this process that there is also a camera in the office adjacent to holding cell 1 and 2. I did not ask for that because I was not aware of it, and I will offer for the record, and maybe we can put this on the record, that the reason I wasn't is on my first request, I was told through the state by the Allen Heights Police Department that there was no recording devices, that they did not record in the court.
All right, Deputy Chief, do you know whether or not the camera that's adjacent to holding cells 1 and 2, if there would still be a video available during the time that Mr. Sanchez was there, or has it also been purged?
I can say that it all operates on the same system. It would be my assumption that it was purged, but I can ask them to look.
All right, if you'll ask them to look into that, and then what we will do, the parties who are not here, we'll place them under subpoena and let them know they will not be allowed to appear by Zoom. They were given a chance to appear by Zoom, so they will have to come to Bexar County 187 District Court and appear in person.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Is there anything else of this witness?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you so much for coming down. I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Your Honor, if I could, because I don't want to, I think it's important for the future record, and I don't want to ask the prosecutor to be called. Can we agree that your first response from the Alamo Heights Police Department was that there was no recording?
Yeah, so, sorry, Judge.
Well, let me ask you this before he goes on the record. Is that in defense exhibit number 1? That's been tendered to me, the emails?
I believe.
So what the detective emailed back to me is the only video available is what was uploaded. The suspect was never interrogated.
All right. So is that in defense exhibit number 1, that conversation?
I don't know, Judge, because it was actually provided by the state. It's not, one of the things I was going to ask before we leave is that all emails concerning this subject matter with any member of the Alamo Heights Police Department or the city of Alamo Heights be turned over to the defense, because at this point, I think it's necessary to get to the bottom of this.
I don't think it's in here, Judge.
Okay. So if you'll get that email and then the court will review that. Now, with regards to the witnesses that need to be subpoenaed, when will they be subpoenaed?
I can do that this week, Judge. I've got to get my investigator to go out. I don't mind doing it, Judge. This is not a civil case. I really believe they have an obligation to have that very simple question of how that server works. I've been doing this a long time. I've never had any agency not be able to answer that question.
No, I understand what you're saying, but they want their subpoena.
Sir, to answer your question, Judge, I will do that tomorrow. I can't do it today, Judge, but I'll do it tomorrow. And
No, that's fine. What day would you like to come back?
May I just look at my calendar?
Yes. And we will get to the bottom of everything. All right. And those witnesses are to appear in person. Yes.
And Your Honor, as far as the emails, I know there's a lot of them. I don't think they're privileged. I don't know. I mean, I can bring a formal motion, but it might help for the record.
Well,
if they could agree to.
Here's the thing. The state will review it.
Okay.
And if it's something they feel like they should not give you, they will let the court know.
Okay, that's fine. I trust this prosecutor. I'm just trying.
Yes. All right, Mr. Sanchez, we're going to come back on October 19th to finish up this hearing. And state is offering into evidence state's exhibit number 1. Any objections? It's an email.
No, Your Honor.
All right, state's exhibit number 1 is admitted.
Judge, for the record, I also emailed state's exhibit number 1, forward that to defense counsel in a couple of months ago.
All right.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you all then.
Thank you.
You're welcome.